Hey, what's up, Taurus? It's your boy MTownTarot here to do a general reading for the next 30 days. I do apologize for the delay in the readings last month, but nevertheless, I'm here now. Let's jump right in and get into your reading. Spirit and guides, we welcome you to this reading for Taurus. Please give us the most relevant messages and advice in the perfect way under grace, and we thank you in advance. All right, so I'm using some new cards, the True Heart Tarot, and they've been really good in the reading so far this month. So we will use these cards for your reading as well, Taurus. Hope everybody is doing well. We'll go ahead and do a Celtic cross. So what is the present energy surrounding our Taurus brothers and sisters at this time? What is the present energy? So the Ace of Swords. So some of you may be dealing with some truths at this time. And some of these truths may have been revealed by the universe. For others, there has been some type of clear-cut communication. Something that I'm feeling energetically that you can no longer deny, you can no longer play confused over. Whatever this is that's here is very clear. For others, let's say if it's career and you work in communications, I do see an opportunity coming forth for you. But whatever it is, it's almost surrounded by truths. And whether those are harsh truths or good truths, that's to be determined. Now, what's Taurus's immediate challenge? Taurus's immediate challenge. The Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about celebration. Whatever this triumph that came in, whether it's through communication, some of you are having a really hard time when it comes to celebrating it. For others, if this was some type of harsh truth that came in, maybe you have other things in life or that's going on right now that you should be celebrating, but you're not able to because of the gravity of whatever truth that came in for you all. For others, there could have been a wedding or something of that nature that was planned, and now because of whatever that truth, there's a possibility that that may be delayed, or you're kind of concerned about moving forward with that. So what has happened in the distant past for Taurus? What has happened in the distant past for Taurus? The Queen of Swords. So this is air sign energy. Of course, our air is Gemini, that's Libra, that's Aquarius. Some of you may have dealt with maybe a mother figure or someone who's in authority. In tarot, gender is fluid. We have both masculine and feminine energies within us. The person doesn't even necessarily have to have that sign, but maybe embody that energy. But this is someone who's kind of brash, communicates very clearly, someone who's clear in their thoughts. Their words can cut just like that sword that you see in her hand there. So maybe, for some of you, you've had an exchange of words with your mother. Maybe there has been something that has come out where, maybe who you thought your mother was is not necessarily your mother. But whomever you've have been dealing with, whoever, and I'm getting energetically that this may be the person who probably gave you that truth, whether that truth was, something you wanted to hear, or receptive of. It was actually delivered by this person. So this is someone who's not very, very, emotional. Almost like what comes up comes out, and this lady is fierce. All right. And what has happened in the recent past for Taurus? What has happened in the recent past? And again, that could have been a male or female that you're dealing with. Recent past. Three of Swords. So Three of Swords talks about deception, talks about heartache, pain. So I'm definitely feeling energetically, whomever this person that you were dealing with, whatever truth you either found out about this person or whatever truth that this person delivered to you caused a lot of heartbreak. It caused a lot of pain. For others, I'm feeling that maybe it wasn't words or a truth that was revealed to you, but you got some type of divine download or insight, or whatever higher being that you believe in, whether it was your higher self, gave you some type of clarity on who or what this particular situation was for you. And of course, it wasn't a reason to celebrate. It caused a lot of despair, a lot of heartbreak, maybe even confusion as it relates to the mind. Now, what's the best outcome for this situation? Let's see what the best outcome for this situation is for Taurus. Best situation, best outcome, rather. Four of Wands. So whatever this situation is, it's leading you to a path of stability. Although right now there's not a reason or a lot to celebrate or that you feel that you should be grateful for, but I'm feeling that you should consider picking up another perception or looking at it in a different view. Because even if now you can't see it, later on, whatever this situation is it kind of catapults you towards stability. So if it was someone who was deceptive and let's say a liar, a cheater, had a good way with words, a wordsmith, then the lesson in this is that, okay, make sure going forward that people's actions align with words. Do I easily fall for things that people say, even if their actions show me, something different? But once you get whatever lesson and get past, the heartbreak, the heart part of it, then, it's going to lead you to stability. Four of Wands is all about stability. It shows the wands represent action. So there's two wands on her side, two wands on his side, whether you're in a same sex or what type of relationship you're in. We're not the judge or the jury here. Everybody is welcome. They're both going to do equal action on both parts in this stability. There may be weddings. It takes four walls to build a house. So whatever situation this is, the best outcome is that it's leading you towards stability. And I mean, hey, that's something to be excited about. Now, what's in the immediate future for Taurus? What's in the immediate future? All things work for our good. We don't like it. May not always feel good, but if you got good intentions, all things work out for your good. In the immediate future, you got the Prince of Swords. So some of you will be receiving some type of quick, fast communication. It could possibly be from this person that hurt you, or it could possibly be from someone else. Could possibly be someone that's younger than you that you will start to communicate with, maybe through messages. If some of you use like dating apps or things of that nature, you may meet someone. Now, I'm not saying go download an app and just go out there and just start meeting people, but it'll be something about the way this person communicates. It's like a lighthearted communication, different than what you went through. Maybe the last person you talked to were kind of verbally abusive, Well, this person is kind of like a lighthearted, fun person. And again, this could be another air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. So that's what's in the immediate future. You're going to get communication coming in, and it's going to be fast. It might catch you off guard. And whoever this new person that you're possibly going to come in contact, and again, it does not necessarily mean it has to be a person. It just could be some communication or something. But if it is a new person that is coming in, where was my train of thought going with that? What was my train of thought? Oh, the communication will be different. You will know by the way they communicate that, like, okay, it's something about it that's going to, even if you're someone who, I mentioned, like, fall for people who are wordsmiths, you can, even if you are someone like that, when people shoot that shit to you, energetically, you can feel it, that it's a bunch of bullshit. You can feel that even if you are in like self-denial, that, you know, and you just want to overlook it for the sake of the idealistic fantasy that you have about this person, or maybe you're just in love with love, you know, you'll energetically, you'll feel like something ain't right about what this person said or doing, their actions. When you encounter this new person, you will feel the good intentions behind the lighthearted conversations that you guys will have. I hope that makes sense. All right. So what factors are affecting this situation for Taurus? What factors are affecting this situation? The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about resting, about like taking a break in the mental space. If you notice, she's meditating. She does have a lot of black birds, which kind of represent negative thoughts above her head. So some of you may be feeling exhausted, feeling tired, but rest. You know, when you go through traumatic situations, especially heartbreak, things of that nature, that energy is in your body. And so that stuff can affect you mentally, physically, emotionally. And a lot of times you need to rest, especially so that your mind can kind of regroup from whatever, you know, traumatic experience that you probably have went through, because heartbreak can be very, very traumatic. It can change you as a person, your outlook on life, how you view people, how you interact with people. I mean, I can tell you some stories. What external influences are affecting Taurus at this time? But if it does change you, Taurus, you know, let it change you for the better. Again, I think this situation is working to get you to a more stable foundation. External influences are the Eight of Swords. And usually Eight of Swords is about, you know, like self-imposed mental stress that you're not really bound by. Energetically, I'm feeling that because this is an external influence and it's right next to whoever, you know, this possibly verbal abusive, harsh communicative person was. I'm picking up that, okay, so let's say this person tells you that they have mental health issues. If this person is telling you that, they're lying. This person is deceiving themselves that they have that. Now, they may be under the influence of things, but they're not, let's say they're trying to play, like, you know, for lack of a better word, you know, play crazy. They're not crazy. They're trying to psych themselves into their crazy or deceive you to think that they're crazy. But whoever this person is very clear, very calculated. They know exactly what it is that they're doing, when they're doing it, how they're doing it, almost like a manipulation type of thing. But whatever mental thing they have going on is self-imposed, whether that's from drinking, whether that's from drugs. But it's not that they have like natural mental health issues. If anything, I'm picking up on like narcissistic tendencies. So, and with narcissists, you know, a lot of times they're in denial about that and not going to get some help. So dealing with people with those type of personalities, you know, it's always advised to go the other way, especially if you have an opening to get out. follow that. What's in Taurus's hopes and fears? Taurus's hopes and fears. Temperance. So that's Sagittarius energy. What you're hoping is to be able to use whatever heartbreak, whatever bad experience that you went through with this person. Because I'm feeling, usually these are general. It's about career and things, whatever that comes up. This is a love situation I'm feeling energetically. You're hoping to be able to use this heartbreak, this past experience, and use it and transmute that energy to propel you towards stability. And I'm showing that is the best outcome, but you have free will. You can wallow in it and become a victim, or you have the possibility of transmuting this and letting it propel you into stability. But your fear is that you'll get stuck in this like despair, heartache, or be in a never-ending cycle with personalities of this nature. But you have a choice in it. You have a say-so. If you rest, meditate, go within, don't try to jump out of one situation, going to the next. I think you'll be able to recognize patterns and be able to, again, use this situation to push you towards a more stable foundation. Now let's see what the final outcome is for Taurus. Final outcome. King of Swords. So, you remember earlier when I told you you're going to meet someone? And they may be younger. It's going to be lighthearted and fun. And you're probably not going to even take it serious. You're just going to be like, whatever, little boy, little girl. I'm just, I'm not going to have some fun with you. But what you don't see coming, or what you don't see about this person, is that this person has mastered communication, mastered, taking action, where this particular person may have used it for use their power to communicate and their sharp, powerful mind to manipulate and do things of that nature. This person uses it at a higher functioning level, so you would never have to question, never have to worry about how they feel, question their motives or anything like that. Again, this is something that's going to start off really lighthearted, really fun, but you're later going to realize that this person is a master communicator. I'm also picking up energetically that you're going to step into this energy where you're going to be powerful. You're going to know who you are, what you want, what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with, and you're not going to have any problems with setting boundaries and implementing those and letting them know, what your boundaries are and what you're going to stand for. You're going to put your mind to whatever it is that you're wanting to do, and kind of, instead of, earth signs are usually really grounded people, but I see you now using, your intellect as well. You may be a nurturing, person that likes to help and things of that nature, but I see now, instead of you trying to work and build up like people in relationships, or people, to try to change them and be their savior. No, if you're going to do that, I see you putting that towards like a nonprofit or a charity or doing something of that nature. But you're going to stand in your power, because you're going to realize that you're responsible for getting yourself stable in your mental space and your well-being, and everyone else is responsible for theirs. So it's not on you. You can give people tips, but you can't force someone to do right, be well, and be what you want them to be. They have to make that choice for themselves. And I see in the future, you're going to make that choice for yourself. And if people are not on the same vibration as that, you won't deal with them. But this new person coming in, they're going to take you by surprise. You're going to think it's something just fun and lighthearted, but this person is actually a boss. A boss. All right, so let's get you some advice. All right, what advice do we have for our Tauruses? If the video resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do that for free. And if you'd like to support the channel financially, donations are always welcome. That information is below as well. All right, Spirit, give us some advice for our Tauruses. Give us some advice. Ace of Swords. So you guys will get clarity. You will have insight. As I mentioned already, the truth has already been revealed to you. And I think you're going to continue to operate in that truth. Continue to operate. Continue to see things for what they are and not for what you want them to be, Taurus. That's what I'm picking up. The Chariot. So some of you may move. I see on this particular card, there's no reins on the horses. So I see some of you allowing the universe to take the wheel and just allowing the universe to take you to whatever your divine destiny, almost like surrendering. And by you doing that, you're going to get to this place of stability, man. Fast, because the Chariot is swift, fast energy. And you see black and white there, so I do see you finding balance between, you know, your darkness and your light and going towards that stability. Again, some of you may be moving. So, and maybe once you move, that's where you run into this person that turns into that king. Four of Swords. You got that twice. So Spirit is telling you to go within to rest. Rest your mind, rest your body, rest your soul so that you can be rejuvenated. You know, allow whatever this situation is, learn from it. But you're going to be able to transmute that energy into something that's going to propel you, you know, more towards stability. But you're going to have to rest before you take like your next step forward. Let's do some romance angels since romance kind of took over the theme. And then we'll get you some rebel decks and end out on a fun note. Let's see. Any messages for Taurus romance angels? Any messages for our Taurus brothers and sisters romance angels? Any romance angel cards for our Tauruses? And I'll pick that one. And we'll pick that one. So what jumped out was separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So again, if it's someone, that person that I told you about earlier, you know, separation is in the cards. And while you are separated, you know, get some rest. Rest yourself up, recoup from this passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So find something that you are passionate about, whether that's music, you know, something to kind of pull you out of this this energy. And I think you'll be okay. For others, I know that this has been hard and you're in a heartbreak type of maybe energy, or you were in the past, but I do see your passion for life coming back. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And now this is not necessarily saying that, you know, go back to someone that's abusive or doesn't treat you well. But I feel that in the future, you know, especially once you've rested, kind of healed yourself, and you start to communicate again with this new person, as I mentioned, you may not be, you know, looking for anything serious, and you may just be like, whatever, you just want to play. You don't really want to do anything, little boy, little girl. But, you know, you're gonna start to see how up under the surface of whoever this new person that's fun and lighthearted, that, man, this person is really, really, really solid and a king and mature, and everything that other person wasn't, because they use that same power, you know, for their highest good. So, you know, if that does happen, you know, give that, you know, that opportunity or that person a chance. So let's rebel deck it out, and appreciate you all who have stuck around and stayed this long. We'll take that. Randomly grab that one. Okay, got a lot of orange. And we'll take that. So make better fucking choices. If you're pissed where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So again, you got that truth now. So make sure that you don't repeat those cycles. You know, we're all responsible and accountable, you know, for ourselves. We're not accountable for anybody else and what they do to us, but we're accountable for, how we respond to situations and situations that we put ourselves in. They broke your heart. Fuck them. It's crazy how all these cards and stuff, talk together. It's not the end of the world. Whoever there was really like a fuck boy or something anyway. But the good thing and the blessing is going to lead you towards stability. You equal tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. So, this particular situation may have put you in a funk, but get you some rest. The more you rest, the better you'll feel. You'll start to loosen up. And before you know it, you'll look up one day and find yourself there. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the reading right there for you, Taurus. I appreciate you all. Until next time, take care.